What happens when the small businesses that built America start disappearing? Across the United States, family-owned restaurants, local stores, neighborhood shops, and small businesses are struggling to survive. Rising rent, inflation, online competition, labor shortages, and massive corporate power are creating one of the toughest business environments Main Street has faced in years. And while giant corporations continue growing, many small business owners feel like they're fighting a losing battle just to stay open. In today's video, we're uncovering the real reasons small businesses are struggling in America and why this crisis could completely reshape local communities across the country. Welcome back to The Dollar Pilot. Today we're talking about something quietly happening across America right now. Small businesses are struggling, and for many communities, this is becoming a serious economic problem. For generations, small businesses were considered the backbone of the American economy. Local restaurants, family-owned stores, neighborhood coffee shops, independent contractors, small retail shops, local service businesses. These businesses helped create jobs, support local communities, and build the American middle class. But today, many small business owners say surviving has become harder than ever. One of the biggest reasons is inflation. Over the past several years, the cost of running a business has increased dramatically. Rent costs surged, utilities became more expensive, insurance costs increased, equipment prices rose, shipping costs climbed, and wages increased as businesses competed for workers. For many small businesses, operating expenses are now far higher than they were before the pandemic. At the same time, customers themselves are under financial pressure. Many Americans are spending less on non-essential purchases because groceries, housing, debt payments, and everyday living costs now consume larger portions of household income. So small businesses are getting squeezed from both directions. Their costs are rising, while many customers are spending more carefully. Another major problem is competition from giant corporations. Large companies like Amazon, Walmart, and major national chains have enormous advantages. They often have lower prices, faster delivery systems, larger marketing budgets, and more financial resources. Small businesses simply cannot compete at the same scale. Online shopping has completely changed consumer behavior. Many Americans now order products instantly from their phones instead of visiting local stores. And while convenience improved for consumers, many local businesses lost foot traffic that once kept them alive. Commercial rent is another serious issue. In many American cities, small businesses face extremely high property and lease costs. Landlords often increase rents aggressively, especially in growing urban areas. Some businesses that survived for decades suddenly can no longer afford their locations. Labor shortages have also become a major challenge. Many small business owners say finding reliable workers has become increasingly difficult. Some industries, especially restaurants and retail, continue struggling with staffing shortages after the pandemic. And when businesses do hire workers, higher wages increase operating costs even more. Interest rates are creating additional pressure. Many small businesses rely on loans or credit lines to manage cash flow, buy inventory, expand operations, or survive difficult periods. But higher interest rates now make borrowing far more expensive. This makes growth harder and financial mistakes more dangerous. Another hidden problem is changing consumer habits. Modern consumers often prioritize speed, convenience, and low prices above local loyalty. People may support small businesses emotionally, but financially, many still choose cheaper online options because inflation has made affordability a bigger priority. Technology has also widened the gap between small businesses and large corporations. Big companies can invest heavily in automation, artificial intelligence, advanced logistics, targeted advertising, and massive data systems. Small businesses often lack the resources to keep up with these technological changes, and social media adds another challenge. Today, businesses must constantly compete for attention online. Marketing, content creation, advertising, customer reviews, influencer culture, and digital branding have become critical for survival. Many small business owners now feel forced to become marketers, content creators, and social media managers in addition to running their businesses. And then there's economic uncertainty. Many Americans feel anxious about recession risks, inflation, debt, layoffs, and future financial instability. When consumers become nervous, they usually spend less. And small businesses are often the first to feel that slowdown. Historically, large corporations usually survive economic downturns more easily because they have bigger cash reserves and stronger access to financing. Small businesses often operate with much thinner margins. Even small drops in customer traffic can become financially dangerous very quickly. But despite all these struggles, small businesses remain incredibly important to the American economy. They create millions of jobs, they support local communities, they encourage innovation, and they often provide more personal customer experiences than giant corporations. Many Americans still prefer supporting local businesses whenever possible, and during difficult economic times, communities often realize how valuable small businesses truly are. Because when local businesses disappear, communities lose more than just stores. They lose identity, they lose local jobs, they lose entrepreneurship, and neighborhoods often become dominated by the same large national corporations everywhere. At the Dollar Pilot, we believe this conversation matters because small business struggles reveal something much larger happening inside the American economy. The modern economy increasingly rewards scale, technology, automation, and massive corporate power. Meanwhile, smaller independent businesses face growing financial pressure from nearly every direction. And unless inflation, rent costs, borrowing costs, and economic uncertainty become more manageable, many small businesses may continue struggling across the country. Because for millions of American entrepreneurs today, success is no longer just about working hard. It's about surviving an economy that has become far more expensive, competitive, and difficult than many people ever expected.